John McClain of the Houston Chronicle joining me. How are you, John?
So, Rich, I'm doing great. I'm driving again, so I have to be more careful than last time.
Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you did not signal and got pulled over years ago. Is that, if I'm correct, right? That happened?
That's exactly right.
All right, John.
I got off the ticket because I was your guest.
Okay, and I just want to make sure, though, when I hear the clicking in your car, that's you using your signal to change lanes. Okay? That's what I want to make sure.
I'm going to use it, Rich.
And I hope your hands free, John. I hope your hands free. All right, let's get to tonight. What do you think tonight's going to look like in that stadium tonight, John?
I tell you, it's a very dreary day here right now, weather-wise, foggy, cold. It's been raining. It's kind of like we never had a seventh game of the World Series in Houston when they won 2 years ago. It was at Dodger Stadium.
Right.
So last night, a lot of fans professed confidence, but with Verlander being so bad in the World Series and Strasburg being so good in the World Series and the playoffs, I think that was a false confidence. It was borne out. But Zach Greinke, who hadn't pitched really well in the playoffs, he did in regular season. This is why they paid dearly to get him. The X factor to me is Scherzer, as tough as you ever want to see. And I'll guarantee you, Rich, people here are really worried about Max Scherzer.
Yeah, it just depends on how his neck and his back is. I'm not surprised about that. Who do you think needs to come up with a big game for Houston tonight? Give me the name other than Greinke, obviously. Give me the guy that you think can carry the day here tonight, John.
I think Jose Altuve needs to step up. Last night he came up with 2 on, second, third, 1 out, had a terrible at-bat, struck out on a bad pitch. He's the leader. He's the senior member. He needs to step up and have the kind of game he had against the Yankees that won the ALCS.
John McClain, Houston Chronicle, joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. And what would it mean to have Houston win second in 3 years? Place in perspective what it means and how the city views this team. We all know how the nation's been viewing the front office and ownership over the last few weeks. Just put it all together for me, John.
Rich, as you know, anytime you do something for the first time, it's the most special. But when the Astros this season were favored to win it all, 107 games, and when they lost those 2 games here with Cole and Verlander, it was gloom and doom. Everybody thought there's no way they're going to win this series. And when they won 3 in a row at Nationals ballpark, people got fired up. And so I think now, because they were so down, if they win it, it will be spectacular. Especially everybody says, well, since they fired Todman, they were 3-0. Well, that doesn't wash because they just got beat. But they tried to put that controversy behind them. You know, they apologized, ran a retraction. Jim Crane stepped up. They fired the guy, but now they don't want to lose the World Series on top of all that controversy, but they know a lot of people are pulling against them because they don't like the Astros.
John McClain, Houston Chronicle, here on the Rich Eisen Show. When do you head to London, John? When do you go there?
I'm headed to the airport right now, Rich.
Ah, okay. I appreciate you getting this call in before you head over there. What would you say now that the Texans are about to embark on the second half of their season? What is the story of the first half of their season, John?
Injuries in their offensive line is secondary. Deshaun Watson carrying the team. Of course, J.J. Watt just went down for the season. That happened in 2016, and they won the division and a game, and nobody's going to replace him individually. Everything is on Deshaun Watson right now. And a lot of people believe, Rich, as long as he's healthy, he's capable of beating anybody, anytime, anywhere, except maybe the Patriots in Foxborough in January.
Well, and you look, you don't need me to say, but I will say anyway to set up this question. Having covered the Oilers and Texans over the last 40 years, you know in the NFL that when something is rumor and something might actually be happening and calls are coming in to a team for a player, and the reason why is because everyone in the league thinks that the kid might have fallen out of favor or is available for some reason. Why was DeAndre Hopkins' name mentioned as trade bait possibility yesterday? Obviously, he's still on the team going to London, but why? Is there any smoke there, John?
Absolutely not. Just like there were reports they were interested in Le'Veon Bell, they were not interested in Le'Veon Bell. As far as DeAndre Hopkins, teams can call until they're blue in the face. He's not going anywhere. 2 years left on his contract. He leads the league in first down catches. He's second in the league in catches. If they were to trade him, Deshaun Watson, I think, would leave the city because he means so much to him. I don't know where that got started. Teams were calling, but nope, no chance.
And there's no there about Bill O'Brien and Hopkins, maybe not on the same page in however way, shape, or form that could be interpreted?
Well, Bill O'Brien's not. He's big on being a team player. That's important to him. So he may not be on the same page with a lot of players, but sometimes those players are so good, you just got to be in the same book if you're not on the same page, and nobody would be dumb enough to try to trade DeAndre Hopkins.
Did you hear Gruden call Watson Michael Jordan? John, did you hear that?
Yeah, we've heard that one before. Oh, yeah. He said, we got Watson, and they did. Watson had a great game, and then that spectacular play at the end in which he got kicked in the eye. Right now, his eye is swollen. It was swelled and swollen shut. After the game, saw him the next day on Monday. He was wearing shades. He'll play against the Jaguars. Doesn't need to take a luxury yacht to England like he took that luxury coach last year to Jacksonville with the collapsed lung and broken ribs. So it's Watson, as you know, Rich, is a great young quarterback. He makes spectacular plays. Everything revolves around him as it should.
And last one for you, John, before I let you head off to the airport. Obviously, everything with the NBA and China has died down. Is Daryl Morey safe in his gig, John?
Daryl Morey is safe. The owner, Tillman Fertitta, he knows that Daryl Morey is not going anywhere. It was one of those things that was regrettable, and that cost them a lot of money. But you know what? They got a lot of money, so Daryl Morey will not be getting fired.
And what was it like to have Chris Paul back in the house this past week? What was that scene like, John?
You know, Chris was not a villain. He and Harden didn't part in the best of ways. Harden and Russell Westbrook are great friends. It was a tremendous game. Rockets pulled it out. A lot of people like Chris Paul here. He played hurt, didn't work out. If he'd have been healthy 2 years ago, a lot of people think they would have won the championship. But everybody wished him well. They moved on, and they've got Westbrook.
And last one for you, John. You've seen 4 decades of football, and we've seen half a season right here. Who do you think makes the Super Bowl as you guess it, heading off to the airport?
I picked Rich before the season. I picked New Orleans against New England, and New England will win. And even though the 49ers are the biggest surprise, I'm sticking with the Saints and the Patriots, with the Patriots to win.
Fly safe, John. I'll see you in Wembley. I'll be there.
I look forward to it, Rich. You travel safe.
You got it. It's John McClain, Houston Chronicle, on his way to the airport.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.